Hey, what's up, Steeler Nation? This is Outside Steeler Fan. I know this video is pretty late, but had to work right after the game, so really didn't have much time to work with to post this video. But anyways, boy, oh boy, what a win this is for us, and mostly psychologically. I want to begin by correcting my preview video and stating in certainty that Drew Lock was going to get the start. No, at the last second, Teddy Bridgewater was clear to play. He was a starter in this game. It was just that during the time I made my preview video, the arrow was leaning more towards Drew Lock being the starter, but no, he was not the starter. I really wanted to make another video to correct myself, just to update people on who would get the start yesterday in this game, and it was Teddy Bridgewater who got the start, and he definitely looked unaffected at all by the concussion that he sustained a week ago against the Baltimore Ravens. But onto the game. This game started very identical to the Packers game last week. Opening drive, Big Ben with a bomb to Deontay Johnson for a touchdown to go up 7-0 early. Very identical to that game against Green Bay, but the only difference was we were able to be consistent on offense and continue giving the Denver Broncos defense, which is a very good defense, by the way, a lot of fits. Specifically in the first half, Najee Harris was just being Najee. It seemed like he was getting 6 yards per carry. The guy always makes the first guy miss, and he's always fighting for those extra yards. You just got to love this guy who's only going to get better. And every week he's just improving. But I think Najee was a story in this game, probably the player of this game. But yeah, Najee Harris and over 100 yards on the ground and a rushing TD in this game. It is his third touchdown of the season, so congrats to Najee Harris. And I know there's a lot more that you can do for this football team. And also, Ben Roethlisberger played a much better game. He had 2 touchdown passes in this game, one to Chase Claypool, and obviously, as I stated before, the other touchdown to Deontay Johnson. No interceptions. I would say the low point for Ben in this game is Ben's tendency to hold onto the ball too long. The ball was very similar to last week against the Green Bay Packers. The ball was stripped out for a fumble, recovered by the Broncos. Fortunately, our defense was able to hold them to a field goal. But this game, in all 3 phases, was a great effort, in all 3 phases: special teams, offense, and defense. But, I'll be honest with you, I miss these Pittsburgh Steelers that always give us heart attacks or raise our blood pressure throughout the course of the game. I miss this team because it seemed like previous to this game, during the 3-game losing streak, this team played as if they didn't even have a heart rate. But they put it all together in this game. Like I said, there were some low points in the game. Denver in the second half nearly came back in this game. Thankfully, they didn't. We were still able in the second half to make enough plays. Boswell was able to, the drive before Denver's last final opportunity, the drive before Denver's final opportunity to tie the game before regulation, was capped off by a huge Chris Boswell field goal. Boswell was big in this game. He hit 2 clutch field goals for us in this football game, and I would have to say the hero has to be Chris Boswell with that field goal. Chris Boswell doesn't get that field goal. Now you give the Denver Broncos on that final drive an opportunity to win the game instead of only tying the game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They could win the game at the end. Thankfully, it was scary. It was a scary drive. They were able to get the ball into the red zone, and thankfully, James Pierre was able to seal the victory for us with a game-ending interception. Man, was I relieved when he was able to pick that ball off in the corner of the end zone. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are now back in the win column at 2-3, and also, I don't know about the Baltimore Ravens. Well, the Baltimore Ravens play tomorrow night against the Indianapolis Colts, but I do know the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals have a loss today, decreasing their record to 3-2, and Pittsburgh Steelers have won, so we are now only a game behind both Cincinnati and Cleveland. So it's a huge win, very important win to keep pace in our division. But also on other notes, Juju Smith-Schuster dislocated his arm after being tackled or hit. I think hopefully it's just a dislocation. It looked like it was popped back into place, but hopefully Juju Smith-Schuster will be available for us. We're going to need all of our horses, but hopefully Juju will be available for us next week against the Seattle Seahawks on primetime Sunday Night Football. So hopefully he will be available. Also, Najee was taken out of the game due to cramps. So I think he will be all right. He did not finish the game due to cramps, but I think Najee Harris deserved to have a breather, deserved to have a break. You don't want to overplay the guy, and yes, we want to play him as much as possible, but you're going to need him in the future. I think he's our go-to guy on offense. You don't want to get your superstar running back injured. So yeah, Najee Harris suffered cramps in this game in his leg, and yeah, it looked like they were trying to get out those clamps. The trainers are trying to get out those clamps, those cramps. Trying to get out those cramps on the sideline. But yeah, he was taken out due to cramps, and I thought Benny Snell stepped in well for him. I really do. I mean, I thought he played pretty good in Najee Harris's place. But Pittsburgh, I know I don't sound as energetic. Trust me, I was very energetic earlier today, especially at the sports bar. I mean, but I am here at work. I know this video kind of, I mean, I'm in the dark, but I had to get this video off. Trust me, the preview video, I will talk more about this huge win for us. I am very excited. I'm very stoked. I'm sitting here in a parking lot, and I'm an introvert, and I'm just, I'm just afraid somebody is probably looking at me, thinking I'm crazy or something with my dome light on in my car in a, grocery store parking lot. But sorry, this video seems kind of bland, but I just wanted to get this post video out there. I am super stoked about this win, to finally be back in the win column. These past 3 weeks have been really rough for Steeler Nation, so I'm just glad that we're back in our familiar environment, and that's a victorious environment, because as we all know, we in Steeler Nation do not are not used to failure. We're not used to losing, and this just feels so great. I'm quite sure Steeler Nation is celebrating out there, but this is business. I mean, this was a must-win game psychologically. Next week, which I will continue on in my preview video, my a lot more energetic preview video. Next week, it is a get-right game. It's an opportunity for us to improve our record to 3-3, going into the bye week on prime time against the Seattle Seahawks, who will not be will not have Russell Wilson, but the Seattle Seahawks are still a dangerous team with Geno Smith, and I will talk more about that on Thursday in my preview video. But Steeler Nation, enjoy this great victory, and hopefully this continues going on in the season. But anyways, everybody have a good night and celebrate. I know I am.